Hi, it's Scott from Replique Grooming, and today we've got a video with a client called Jason, and Jason's got quite an interesting story in regards to scalp micropigmentation, or SMP as we call it. He first had SMP done many years ago, and unfortunately it was done by a beautician who was used to doing eyeliner, lips and eyebrows, and so she didn't use the correct pigment, and he had to suffer through quite a few years with discoloration. He then found a professional here in Southeast Queensland who did a brilliant job on him, and then Jason came to me quite recently and we did a touch-up because after quite a few years he found that the professional job that had been done on him just had some slight fading. So we did a touch-up on him, and it was great to meet him and learn more about his story. So this is Jason's journey.
Probably about 8 years ago when I looked into it firstly. I wasn't sure what it really was at the start, so I didn't really research it very much, and I just found out that you could get like tattoos sort of thing on your head. And I first of all, my partner at the time was getting her eyebrows done, so I went there with her when she went and got them done, and the lady told me I had a shaved head, and she told me that she could do scalp tattoos. So at the same time, I got my scalp tattooed all over. I thought it looked great the first couple of days until it started to all mold into one sort of tattoo. Then it started to go green, then blue, and all different colours, and started fading. And I had to wear a hat everywhere I went. I didn't normally take my hat off. Wasn't the best experience, but it slowly did fade. It took about 5 years and it faded away. Then I got it redone again, and now no one can tell the difference. I walk around and everyone just thinks it's normal hair. So I'm very happy with it now. It was great. Straight away I was going out clubbing, I was doing all sorts of things, and I never wore a hat again. It's improved your confidence so much. Like it's like you're a completely different person. It's amazing. When I got my head tattooed for the good time, the process was really hygienic. Everything was real sterile. They washed their hands several times throughout. It was quite a long process getting it done. I had 2 sessions. The first session went for around 8 hours, and then the second session I had to come back just to get little touch-ups every little bit. I had to get like fixed up to be perfect, and that took about another 2 hours. So overall, it was about 10 hours all up to get mine done. As you can probably see, I've got a few tattoos on my arms and that, and the pain from a normal tattoo is ridiculous compared to the pain from the head scalp tattoo, the SMP. For a normal tattoo, the pain would probably be about 9 out of 10, but for the scalp, it's probably around about a 2 out of 10, 2 to 3 maximum, and you can fall asleep while you're getting the tattoo. It's that good. Like it's relaxing feeling. The main thing with it, I suppose, is if you do go in the sun, I recommend wearing a hat, just because the sun can fade it quite a bit. It's not like a major thing, but that's what I've been told, that if you go out in the sun quite a bit and to the beach and all the time, and that it will fade the colour quite a bit. So that's what I recommend, wearing a hat. I clip in my hair probably around about every 3 to 4 days just to keep it real minimal. So it's on a blade. I go onto a blade 1, which is, I normally use they call the beard trimming, just to get it down really short. You don't have to do it that often, but you could probably get away with once a week, but I tend to do it every 3 to 4 days just to keep it really like minimal. When I was first looking around at getting my head tattooed, I wasn't 100% sure on it, so there was a few options I was going to take. There was either the head transplant, which was very expensive, the hair transplant, and I was actually on Beautician, which is meant to stop your hair from falling out and hopefully keep it growing more, which didn't seem to work for me. I spent quite a lot of money on Beautician, which was over about a year, and it didn't seem to do a thing for me. When this came up, I knew this was for me. I jumped at the opportunity to get it done. I just wish I went to someone that was trained a bit more and had a bit more experience and had done a couple before I jumped into it. The only time anyone's ever noticed that I have had my hair tattooed was when I let my hair grow for, it was probably about almost 2 weeks, I'd say, probably 10 days. And I was wearing a hat at the time. I took my hat off, and one of my friends asked me, he said to me, "Hey Jace, what's going on with your head? Is that tattooed or something?" And I come clean and said, "Yeah mate, I had it tattooed," and no one else really notices. I walk around every day without a hat on and no one can tell the difference.